So lesson number 2, we're going to be looking at that fantastic minor blues scale. So this is the key to all of our improvisation. When you watch people playing all this really cool stuff with their right hand, they're rarely just hitting any of the notes on the piano. They're usually always playing the notes of a particular scale. Now, they might be doing variations of that scale, but to start with, when every pianist started to improvise, they used a scale. So the one we're going to be using for the blues is the minor blues scale. And it's a great one. You're going to love learning this. Let's get stuck right in. So a C minor blues scale is what we're going to be using throughout this course, and it's so much fun to play. It sounds like this. How good does that sound? It's so much fun to play. I'm doing a bit of a triplet rhythm there. I'll be teaching you all of that throughout this course. But before I teach you the minor blues scale, I want to quickly show you the major blues scale, because it's derived from a pentatonic scale, which is a 5-note scale that you would have learned if you took my BTG course. It's a pretty simple scale because it's made up of 5 notes, which is notes 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. So we just don't bother with that note 4. And the major blues, all we're doing is adding in a minor third, which is this E flat. So this is a major blues scale, which is just the major pentatonic, but with an E flat. So that's the major blues, and we can use that in our improvising. But the reason I'm using the minor blues in this course is because it's just so much fun to play. But we can use both. For now though, let's concentrate on the minor, which sounds like this. So we're going to learn this. Now I'm going to give you the formula for the minor blues scale. So then you can create one from any note, from any scale, once you become a more advanced player. Today we're going to do it from the C. So let's bring up what the formula is for the minor blues scale. So we're using note 1, a flat third, note 4, a flat 5, a 5 and a flat 7. So let's do this from the note of C, because we already know our major scale in C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So we have our 7 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to note 1. So let's take a look at our formula. We need note 1, well that's easy enough because that's the C. The next is going to be a flat third. So in a C major scale, the third note is an E, we need to flatten it. So to flatten it, we come down half a step. So this is note 2 of our minor blues scale, the E flat. Note 3 is note number 4. So that's an F, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we have a flat 5. Well, G is our 5th note in the C major scale, but we need to flatten it. So we're going to come down half a step. So our 4th note of this scale is a G flat. Next is a 5, so that will be the G. And then lastly, we have a flat 7. So the 7th note of a C major scale is a B. We have to flatten it, so it would be a B flat. So we have a 1, a flat third, 4, flat 5, 5, and a flat 7. And the more you play this, the more you're just going to know it. You need to get this scale into your bones. And to do that, you need to play it over and over and over and over and over. And it's so much fun to play. I'm going to show you the correct fingering for it. So we've got note number 1 is a C. The next note is an E flat. And then we have an F, and then a G flat, and then a G, and then a B flat. And then we can land back on that number 1. Okay, so let's take a look at the correct fingering here. Now, there's no right or wrong when it comes to fingering. These are just examples, these are just guides. So you do whatever works for you. But for me and for most people, the easiest way is to use your thumb and third finger for this scale. So we're going to put our thumb on the C, our middle finger on the E flat, our thumb on the F, middle finger on the G flat, thumb on the G, middle finger on the B flat, and then thumb on the C. Okay, so thumb, middle, thumb, middle, thumb, middle, thumb. And this means you could keep going. If you know you're going to go up and come back down again, you could just end on your little finger. So it'd be thumb, middle, middle, thumb, middle, little finger. And then come back down again. Middle, thumb, middle, thumb, middle, thumb. Some people like to use their index finger on that second one. But it's up to you what feels more comfortable. And you can practice, and this also depends on what you're going to be doing, because when you're improvising, you might need to change the fingers you're using depending on where you want to go. For now, I would start by using your thumb and middle finger. So start with just one octave up and down, so you're ending on your little finger. Okay, so to start with, you just want to practice that not to a beat until you know it really well, nice and slowly. And you can just keep going up and down and up and down and up and down. And when you've really got it under your fingers, you can start practicing to a beat. So the way we're going to practice this C minor blues scale is we want to be able to play it along with our 12-bar blues progression. So to do that, we need to play it in beats of 4. So we're going to break up this scale going up and down into 4 bars. So the first 4 notes will be the first bar. So that's C, E flat, F and G flat. That's our bar 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, our second bar is the G, the B flat, the C, and then back to B flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Our third bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, and our last bar will just be the C for 4 beats. So if you just listen to how that would work, it would go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're just splitting the scale up into 4 notes each for each bar, but the very last bar we're just holding down the C. So practice that while counting it, and then we're going to try it to the actual beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll put that in the exercises, just playing that on its own. Now, when we're ready to do it to a beat, we're going to start nice and slowly. Now, when we're doing it to the beat, I'm going to play the left hand, but I suggest you don't, because it's really difficult to start with. You just need to really get this scale under your right hand fingers first. So you can either record yourself playing the left hand and then play over the top, or you can use my exercises, because I'm going to put into the exercises for this lesson me playing the left hand for you at different speeds. But I would say for now, just to use my exercises, and you can pick which speed is right for you. But this is how it will sound like. This one is at 80 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the count. I'm going to play it without counting so you can hear what it sounds like. Okay, it really is so much fun. When you start to get good at this, you are going to love it. Okay, so I just recorded that at 90 beats per minute, which is what I want you to get to. But I'll also record it at 70 and 80 beats per minute so you can work your way up. Okay, well, what a great scale is that? And just like the 12-bar blues chord progression, you're going to need to know this scale like the back of your hand. Okay, there's no getting away from it. If you want to be good at the blues and you want to be able to improvise, you need to be able to play this scale without even thinking about it. And if that means playing it on the piano every single day for the next month, do it, because it's not a hardship. You can sit down at the piano, you can be as quick or as slow as you like. It doesn't even have to sound structured or in order. Just play the notes. And then come down again. Go as fast or as slow as you want, as long as you're hitting the right notes, then great. The more you do it, the more it's going to get stuck in your head, and you have to know this. So the best way to do it is with both hands, but don't start there. Eventually, I want you to be able to play the chord progression in your left while playing the minor blues scale in your right. And it can be as fast or slow as you like, but just do it, okay? It's really, really important that you know this scale, and it's such a fun scale to learn, so it really isn't a chore. So follow the exercises, and in the next video, we're going to take a closer look at this scale and learn how to play it with slightly different rhythms.